Hi, welcome to English in Real Life. I'm so happy you're here because this channel was made for you. If you are a beginner, if English feels scary, confusing, or impossible, you are in the right place. In this first episode, I'm going to teach you 12 essential phrases for asking for help in English. These are not random words from a textbook. These are real phrases, the exact sentences you need when you travel, when you're at the airport, when you're lost, when you don't understand. Real situations. Simple English, no stress. My name is Lisa, and I will be your English teacher every single week. Are you ready? Let's go. Today I want to tell you about myself. My name is Lisa. I'm a traveler. I love airports. I love new places. And I thought my English was intermediate. I was wrong. At the airport, I froze. I couldn't ask for help. I couldn't understand the answers. I felt lost. Completely lost. Does that sound familiar? If you said yes, this video is for you. Today I'm going to teach you the exact phrases I needed at that airport. 12 phrases, real situations, simple English. Watch until the end, because phrase number 12 is the one most beginners never learn, but it changes everything. My story. The beginning. So, I arrived at the airport. Big international airport. Lots of people, lots of signs, lots of noise. I needed help. But I didn't know how to start. That's the first problem most beginners have. Not the vocabulary, not the grammar, the start. How do you begin talking to someone in English? And that's exactly where we begin today. Phrase 1. Excuse me. Phrase number 1. The most important word to start any conversation. Excuse me. Say it with me. Slowly. Excuse me. Excuse me. This is your magic key. Before any question, before any request, you say, excuse me. It gets attention. It shows respect. It works everywhere. At the airport, on the street, in a restaurant, in a hotel. Excuse me. And people will stop and listen. One more time, repeat after me. Excuse me. Perfect. Phrase 2. Can you help me, please? Okay. You said excuse me. Someone stopped. Now what? Phrase number 2. Can you help me, please? Repeat. Slowly. Can you help me, please? 5 words. Simple, polite, powerful. Can you help me, please? This works in every situation. I used this phrase at the check-in counter, and it worked immediately. The woman at the counter smiled and said, "Of course. What do you need? See? People want to help. You just need the words. Say it again with me. Can you help me, please? Excellent. Phrase 3. Where is... Now, I needed the bathroom. Urgently. Phrase number 3. Where is... This is a question starter. You use it for everything. Where is the bathroom? Where is the exit? Where is gate B12? Repeat after me. Where is the bathroom? Where is the exit? Where is gate B12? Good. Notice, it's always the same start. Where is... Then the place. You don't need long sentences. Just, where is, and the word you need. Phrase 4. I need. Phrase number 4. Super simple, super useful. I need a taxi. I need my boarding pass. I need water. 2 words. And you can finish with anything. I need is your best friend as a beginner. Repeat. I need a taxi. I need help. I need water. Beautiful. Phrase 5. Do you speak English? Now? This one sounds funny. I'm already speaking English. Why ask this? Because sometimes you're in a country where English is not the first language, and you want to know kids before you start. Does this person speak English? Do you speak English? Repeat. Do you and speak English? If they say yes, great. Continue. If they say no, no problem. You smile, you say thank you, and you find someone else. No stress, no embarrassment. Phrase 6. I don't understand. Okay. I found someone to help. I asked my question. And then, the person answered very fast, very long, very confusing. I panicked. Don't panic. Use phrase number 6. I don't understand. Say it. I don't understand. This phrase is honest. It's brave. It tells the other person, slow down. I need more help. Most people will immediately speak slower and simpler when they hear this. It's not embarrassing. It's smart. Phrase 7. Can you repeat that, please? Very similar to phrase 6, but more specific. Can you repeat that, please? Repeat after me. Can you repeat that, please? Use this when you almost understood, but not quite. Can you repeat that, please? And they will say it again. I used this 3 times at the airport. 3 times. And every single time, people were happy to repeat. Phrase 8. Can you speak more slowly, please? Phrase number 8. And this one is a game changer. Can you speak more slowly, please? Slowly. S-L-O-W-L-Y. Repeat. Can you speak more slowly, please? This is different from repeat. Repeating is saying the same thing again. More slowly means same words, but slower speed. Both are useful. Learn both. Phrase 9. Can you write that down? Now, this is a secret weapon. Most beginners don't know this one. Sometimes you hear a word, you don't understand it. You can't spell it, you can't remember it. So you ask, can you write that down? Repeat. Can you write that down? You point to your phone or a piece of paper and you say, can you write that down? The person writes the word or the number or the gate, and suddenly, everything is clear. I use this at the information desk. The agent wrote gate C7 on a piece of paper. Problem solved. Phrase 10. How much does this cost? Phrase 10. Very practical. How much does this cost? Repeat. How much does this cost? At the airport shop, at the cafe, at the taxi. How much does this cost? And if you don't understand the number, hold out your phone. Ask them to type the number. Simple solution. Always works. Phrase 11. I'm sorry, my English is not very good. Phrase 11. And this one requires courage. I'm sorry. My English is not very good. Say it. I'm sorry. My English is not very good. Why is this important? Because it sets expectations. When you say this, the other person immediately becomes more patient, more helpful, more understanding. You are not weak for saying this. You are smart. I said this to a flight attendant. The flight attendant smiled and said, no problem, I'll help you. That's what happens. Every time. Phrase 12. Thank you so much. You're very kind. And here it is. Phrase 12. The one I promised you. Thank you so much. You're very kind. Repeat. Thank you so much. You're very kind. Most beginners say thank you and stop there. That's fine. But thank you so much. You're very kind. That phrase makes people remember you. It creates a connection. It leaves a smile. And in a foreign country, surrounded by a language you're learning, that connection means everything. I said this to the woman at the check-in counter. The woman laughed and said, you are so welcome. Have a wonderful trip. That was my first real conversation in English. I was terrified, but I did it. And so can you. Full recap. Let's review all 12. Fast. Ready? 1. 2. Can you help me, please? 3. Where is 4. I need 5. Do you speak English? 6. I don't understand. 7. Can you repeat that, please? 8. Can you speak more slowly, please? 9. Can you write that down? 10. How much does this cost? 11. I'm sorry, my English is not very good. 12. Thank you so much. You're very kind. Closing. I got on my flight that day. Nervous? Yes. Perfect English? No. But I had my 12 phrases, and I used them. That's all it takes to start. Not perfect English, just the right words at the right moment. Your homework: pick 3 phrases from today, just 3. Say them out loud right now before you close this video. And if you want to follow my next adventure, subscribe. I post every week, always free, always practical. See you in the next one. Bye.